Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to day 2 of Stream Queens Con. Yes. Oh my god, my ear just jumped out. Okay, my earbud is having an Aja moment. Hello. Um, I am Joystick, Twitch's resident drag monarch, because I'm both a king and a queen, and I will be moderating this lovely panel. We are going to be talking about all things drag and all things budget. So, without further ado, let's introduce these amazing panelists.
One looks today.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I just introduced y'all, so we're gonna go around. So we're
okay.
gonna start off with Marisol. So who are you? What do you do? And what and where can they find you?
Hi, my name is Marisol Lords. I am a Latina diva. I'm sassy, sweet, pretty, and petite. I am an IRL performer as well as a Twitch streamer, and you can find me on twitch.tv/Marisol Lords every Tuesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
All right, let's go with In Prayer.
Hi. I'm in prayer. I'm an AFAB drag queen. You can find me at twitch.tv/inprayer, where I am chaotic and fun, and I pretty much stream whenever I want because I am always late to everything and can't get my stuff together. So I have a cat as a mod. He's over there. You might see him at some point today. So don't mind him. He's just making sure chat is on their best behavior, and he's always watching.
Yes, we loved Hadley. All right, next up we have Miss Kiyoshi Yorha.
Hello, everyone. I immediately got nervous as soon as I realized we were live. My heart is beating. But my name is Kiyoshi Yorha. I'm a pansexual drag queen here on twitch.tv. You can catch me at twitch.tv/Kiyoshi Yorha. And I stream from Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, 5 a.m. PST till 9 a.m. PST. Yes, I do mornings.
Thank you. All right, last but not least, we have Amanda Express.
Hi everyone, it's me, Amanda Express, the Stonut Beauty of Stream Queens. I also like Ivy, stream whenever I want. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, all under Amanda Express, Express without the first E.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Day
Yes, we're
two.
here.
Oh my
Day
god, that's
2
it! That's
live.
it! We're done. That's the
Yay,
panel.
bye,
Thanks for coming.
everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
I gotta go now, so I'll see you all later.
Okay, y'all. So, the purpose of this panel is to basically produce an entire look, but if you're on a budget, we're here to help you. We know all the tips, the tricks, and the gooperies. All right. So, first thing we're going to talk about is I know wigs can be very expensive, right? So,
Absolutely.
where do we find your wigs? And we're not talking about Amanda's $600 human hair wig.
We're not gonna talk about that. We are not.
We are on a budget,
not-
mama.
Okay.
Listen, no one mentioned anything. I can start if
Yeah,
that's
go
all right
for
with
it.
everyone. I typically would when I started I did get some like cheap like cosplay wigs when I first started out, and I tried them out and it didn't work too much, but I did end up going with a recommendation from some of my friends to get lace fronts, and I found this one on Amazon. It is actually pretty cheap. I got it online for like $30, and compared to like other online stores, you can usually go from like 60 to like 600, and even though it is like teased just a little bit and not curled, it still looks like pretty good. And yeah, I don't know, I just bought it online.
This would look
are
great on
we
you.
saying where we get it from, or
Yes.
Amazon? I
Yes.
just found it on Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah, not all Amazon vendors are created equal, though. There are some duds. I have run across a couple of them, but I got most of my wigs from Amazon. Like this one, I got, this is literally like a bunch of Party City wigs just stacked on top of each other.
It looks great.
Thank you. But literally it's just a bunch of like wig tricks, um, illusions, trickery, goopery. It's all that.
Yeah, I think curls curls like give more volume and it adds the value of a wig. If I think that's pretty much what like curls do, and teasing as well, right?
Marisol, do you have anything to add?
Oh yeah. So for instance, my drag mother actually does not like spending any money on wigs, and she actually found this wig for me for about, I think it was like $19.95 on some random website. I don't know the website, but this is like a full synthetic wig that when I first got her, she moved very human blend, which if you don't know, that means a wig that's constructed out of partial human hair and partial synthetic blend. That way it creates more of like a natural flow when you're like walking around or anything like that. So this wig was like $19. I normally, when I started, I also did go like an Amazon route. It's not super, it is affordable at times. I will say, if you want like a higher density wig, they'll usually run for about like $30 to $40, which is not bad considering in store you can find the same exact wig, but they'll upcharge it to like $70 for like no reason.
And
So I would say like Amazon.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, go for it.
So I have been doing drag for 4 years, so I have gotten all different kinds of wigs. I think my first wig was actually from Walmart. It was a modern vampire wig, and by modern vampire, I mean it was a knockoff of Edward Cullen. It actually was a decent wig. To be honest, it had very like short mom vibe. I really liked it.
Was it a Karen moment?
It was definitely a Karen moment, but it was like before Karens existed. But like you knew that they were a Karen, but like you know what I mean. So when I was doing like stage performance, I would go to, I don't know if I can say, but they were 18 plus shops. I would get a lot of my like wigs from there. And that, like if you go to those certain shops, sometimes you can kind of see the quality of the wig and kind of see the style. And I did go to a wig shop once, and wig shops are great if you do have them in the area because you can kind of see, and they do have different price ranges. Yeah. But currently I'm a budget queen right now, I think as a lot of us are in COVID. So I actually get a lot of my wigs from Amazon. I know traditionally a lot of people say you want to go with the lace front. They always look really nice, but honestly, they are a lot more expensive and they do take a lot of care. And so this is a wig from Amazon. I haven't washed her in a long time, so she definitely has some character and is probably staying upright, probably not how she should be. But I think this wig was about $20. I have a really cute pink short wig that was also like $25 off of Amazon. My silver wig, for those that have seen, that one also came from Amazon. And if you want to go with like a wig, like honestly, bangs are super great for wigs. They can cover up that like awkwardness between like your forehead, kind of like what a lace front would cover. I hope I'm saying this all right.
Yeah.
So Amazon has been really great. I also have gotten a lot of wigs from Walmart. Honestly, you can't treat those all equally because some of them are really great. Some of them are thick and like full, but some of them are very thin. My Dranch wig that some of you all may have seen, I had stacked a Walmart thin blonde wig with an actual nicer red wig. So sometimes you can take a more expensive wig and also mix it with a cheaper wig to kind of give it a more fuller effect. So you don't always have to go with the most expensive to have this like thing. And I think we all think we have to have like this pretty hair or cute or like straight or frizzy, you know, wigs you can do so much with. Like even just a little teasing goes a long way. And I honestly love a good just like what Kiyoshi has, absolutely stunning. It is gorgeous. It's long. It's a whole moment.
Yes.
And it's absolutely beautiful.
Honestly, like, thank you for bringing up the next topic in prayer.
Oh, yes, you're welcome. I planned that
I
for sure.
want to add to what in prayer says that, and I also think that you don't always need to like have wigs on your hair. Like I know a lot of people use alternative material like yarn or what's that Christmas wig that you wore the other day, Ivy? Was it bows? Ribbons.
Oh, so I had a short green wig that I actually got gifted, but I used tinsel as oh no, yeah, so I have tinsel and then let me grab that actually.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Was it the
So-
Christmas one, basically?
Yeah.
Oh, and I
Yeah.
recently learned a trick for like, cause you know how synthetic wig sometimes doesn't have enough volume.
Yeah.
I've learned that
Yes.
if you pin a synthetic wig into a head and then turn it upside down and then steam it, the steam will make the gravity. It holds the root of the hair and it gives it a little lift up here. It's so good.
Oh my
Everyone
god,
needs
I
to
didn't
try
know
this
that. Oh my god.
Yes, I just learned this a few days ago on TikTok, and I try it, and
Oh,
it is
no.
so good.
I will
It's
try
by a
it.
drag queen on TikTok. It's
We
not
love
by a
that.
straight person, obviously.
Oh my god, we love
So we
drag
don't listen to those.
tutorials.
So-
Ew.
This wig is seasoned with some fresh drench. No, I'm just kidding.
Not
I'm just
Steve.
kidding. So I
As usual.
actually made this wig with my dad. We love a parent that supports your hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
So I got this after Christmas a couple years ago. I got probably all this ribbon for like $9. Like I just took
Oh.
the ribbon, like the Christmas tree things that you would stick onto the present.
Yeah.
I took that ribbon and I literally tied it into a netted cap. Like this is literally tied in,
Oh.
and she is
I
full.
love
You can
that.
style her. You can kind of push things back. You can do a lot with this. And you can, I mean, material like what Amanda had said, you can literally use all kinds of stuff. Even Christmas is just like around the corner, and after that, like you can literally get all kinds of Christmas stuff.
I know Drag Race is redacted, but remember that jean wig that what's the winner of season 11?
Evie?
Evie, she had like the jean fabric wig. That wig was sick.
Oh my god, I love that. Yeah,
Mhm.
like if you can't afford like actual wigs, you can just make it your own using a bunch of materials that you can find. Like I know there was this one queen on Camp Wanakiki that uses tulle. I think they're from
Yes.
Wisconsin,
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
I
Oh
love
my god,
them.
Tool would look so pretty.
right? It
AJ?
just I think so. The JJ Snap and Turtle. There we go.
There we
Okay.
go. There it is.
They're
amazing. I love them.
I love them. They're so hilarious. But yeah, it's literally like you. The world is your oyster. Like I remember seeing Thorgy doing this like this. I don't know what it is, but it looks like she looked like a rainbow predator with her like it's like plastic tubes, and it looks so good, especially with Thorgy's like huge dreadlock bumpet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Torchy
I
have
think-
the most inventive wigs.
Honestly, like that pointy moment when she got eliminated.
hmm
Oh, no.
That's
Oh my
spoilers.
god.
Kinda gross.
I do have something to go off of, like creating your own wigs too, because I have a cosplay that I wanted to do, and I didn't have the wig for it. I haven't done this yet, but I do have the materials for it. So basically, what you do is you take like a blank wig cap. I can't remember what it's called. A weaving cap, I think.
Mhm.
And you take yarn and you take one of those the pet like
Oh, the metal
it's
brush.
like yeah, the metal brush.
Yeah.
And you run that against basically the yarn, and as you keep doing that, it becomes more and more like human hair ish, and you can really style that as well. And there's a method again with tutorials online, which is obviously a great source to get all your information. You're able to get these yarns, sew it onto that weaving cap, and then make your like wig. And you don't even, it's like super, it's for some reason the yarn, doing that yarn trick is very easy to mold and shape
Yeah.
the wigs as well.
We
Which
should
I
That's
ask
want to do.
Hobo. We should ask Hobo House how they do theirs, because like
Oh,
they
yes.
have amazing
Yeah.
yarn wigs and
Mhm.
yarn
They
beards. Like I'm
amazing.
obsessed.
No cap.
Speaking of making your own wigs, Marisol, you make your own wigs, right?
I don't make all of them, but I have made a couple of them, yes. I actually have one right here.
Oh
Can-
god.
I can tease the
Perfect.
dolls. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
It's actually really simple. If you all you need are literally basic sewing skills, which is like going in and going out. Let me grab her, and then I'll show you the inside as well. All you essentially need to make your own wig, and it's a lot less expensive than buying a wig itself, but it is a little bit more of a time commitment. So you kind of have to like pick and choose your battles. So this is a she's gonna be chroma keyed out, but this is a human blend, like a mint color. The cap itself
Ooh.
was $150.
It's
The
gorgeous.
the actual thread and the needle to sew it is like a total of like $1. They sell it in a pack at beauty supply shops all the time.
Right.
The hair itself was lucky enough to come with a 4x4 closure, which is where you see here, which is kind of like that little lace middle part.
Yeah.
And the hair itself was maybe like $30 total for the human blend. So this wig cost me about what I would have spent on this one.
Wait, that's human?
Correct
No,
me if
it's
I'm wrong.
human blend.
Oh, okay.
But I hear some people use weave bond glue instead of sew the tracks in, right?
Yeah, you
Or-
can. There's multiple different ways. I've seen people use like a hot glue gun to glue their tracks to the wig
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
I would say weave bond, which most queens use to glue on their lashes. You could also do it. You can kind of just go on it and then put the thread in, and then use a blow dryer to dry it shut. I would say sewing for me personally was the route I chose, just because I wanted to be as secure as possible.
Oh yeah.
Just because I do like to like look how she moves. Like this is
I
human
love
blend.
that.
Yeah.
$30.
That must be so
Stunning.
fun to
That's
just whip around.
great. I think weave bond is good if because like I think sewing is, it could be expensive as well because you can, do you use a sewing machine as well too?
No, I sewed it all by hand. It took a total of probably, I will say I did it on stream and off stream, so it took a total of maybe like collective 16 hours over a course of a week.
Okay.
But it's something like if I put on the TV and like binge watch a show, or I'm like watching my friends live stream, like I'll just literally sit there and just mindlessly sew it in.
Yeah, and
Honestly.
are they tracks as well, pretty much?
Yes,
And you're
they're
just, like,
they're
going over?
yeah. So they come in little bundles. I don't have a bundle to show, but when I took it out, I kind of like measure it to the canvas head, and then I snip it, so it's a lot of a tighter sew in, instead of having like a little bump if you like overlay them on top as you go along.
Yeah. Would you say that using weave bond would be faster instead of doing the hand sewing?
Yes, weave on would
Yeah.
definitely be faster. I believe you just run into the issue whether it's like it has to
It's
be
like-
dry for it to actually stay, and even then, like sometimes like you sweat, you do all that, so it might kind of go off. It depends.
Also,
I'm a
full
person.
disclaimer,
Mhm.
let's not use weave bond on our lashes, please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't do it.
that.
Don't
We
do
don't
it.
advise it.
Yes.
No, don't do
No, we
it.
don't
don't
advise
do
it.
it.
Duo
Don't do it.
works just fine.
It
Yeah.
actually, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I was gonna just go a little bit off that. Sorry, I'm like taking up everyone.
Go
But
ahead.
like, I think because we stream, I think weave bond is like a good alternative if you want to save on time, because we're just gonna be standing still unless you plan to like, whip your hair back and forth, which I'm not gonna do right now because I only
I
have
want
one,
my hair back.
one stick of glue holding this whole thing down.
Ooh.
But I think if because you're absolutely correct. I think when it comes down to making wigs, you are sacrificing your time, which is why it kind of costs a lot to pay someone to do it, like especially in style from there,
Yeah.
because you are paying for their time more so
Yeah.
than the product.
Honestly,
Oh,
like if you want to get like a particular style, I suggest just looking up a bunch of YouTube tutorials. Like I watch Online Kind, James Mansfield, Miss
The
Cracker,
icons.
Chantel Sparkles, who is a member of Team Stream Queens. Go follow them.
Yeah.
So is James actually. But yeah, like online wig tutorials will help you a lot, and now TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can learn
just
so
so
much from
resourceful.
TikTok.
It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Also, can
I
I
was
just
like-
say, Amazon is literally the #1 drag provider in the world.
Wow.
Yes.
It's like
Aw.
Bezos is making money off us here on
Yeah.
Amazon, on Amazon Prime. Teddy Bezos sponsor us.
Ooh, woo. You were gonna say something in prayer?
Yep, I don't remember.
Well, at any
Yeah.
point, just
Now-
interrupt any one
I
of
was,
us.
I was
Okay.
thinking, I love TikTok, but that's all. That's important.
All
So, yep, that's me. Awkward.
I feel like we've covered wigs a lot. Now I feel like
I'm down to move on.
costumes are really hard to come by, especially like if you want a particular look. Do you have any advice on where you can find yours?
Amazon.
Amazon.
And
Like
Um,
literally.
I think
I
if
would
you
also
have like
say-
a keen eye for like styling, I think that you can do a lot of things with your costume. I know a lot of people like thrift their stuff and like alter them. A lot of people I've seen this trick. A lot of costume maker will buy like scrap fabrics from like a thrift store, or they would buy like rugs and carpets and blinds and use those as fabrics for sewing. And I think that's really cost effective. But yeah.
I'm gonna take this opportunity real quick. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to redeem ask a question, and we will get to you at the Q&A section. All right. So yeah, basically, thrifting. I bought a lot of stuff from Amazon and just made it like edited it to fit my vision. Also styling, like literally styling helps. I got this bra from Target, but I made things look a lot more expensive by just adding this tulle boa that I made.
Oh yes, yeah. It looks. It
You look so
definitely looks
hot.
so much more
So
expensive than what you probably paid for. It's just the bra and tulle. And
Yeah.
tulle's not expensive at all.
No, not really. Like literally, I think I got an entire 1,000 yards for about $30.
Oh,
Wow.
That's a
God.
lot of tulle.
yeah.
I also used tulle as well for when I did, and I think a lot of us did actually. When I did the him cosplay, I used that. I had plenty, and I was able to use the collar, use the tulle for a collar, and also like the skirt portion as well. And again, that was like, and I didn't buy 1,000 yards. I think you said you got.
Mm.
I only got like, I don't know, like 100 or 10 yards, and that was like $2, I believe.
In prayer.
So over the years of doing drag, I've gotten some different stuff. So Walmart actually is a great place for stuff, especially clearance. I'm just saying.
Sorry, no, I just like I've never seen Walmart have wigs on my place. That's why.
Halloween time.
Okay.
So I've gotten stuff for Halloween. I plan ahead. I plan like 2 years ahead.
Mhm.
I'm like, someday, somewhere, I'm gonna use this. A lot of stuff though I've gotten rid of because I never used it. But that's okay. But I've gotten a lot of stuff on like the clearance stuff. I've done like this necklace. This is actually a necklace. It kind of almost like looks like it's part of the shirt. This is just a simple black shirt. You can really make a look like with a black shirt. You can like throw a corset on. Corsets can be expensive, but if you sometimes certain shops, I don't know if I can say, have them like on a cheaper cheaper and things like that. There's also like a website that has really great corsets. I think Amanda might know that.
Oh,
Sorry. my bad.
corsets. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I think we get the same. I think we get them the same place.
Oh, maybe you know too, Kiyoshi. You can insert that
Wait,
into
what are we
everyone
talking
knows.
about?
Orchard
Corsets?
Well,
Orchard.
I feel like there are like good corsets on Amazon for cheap, but I think a lot of us use the standard Orchard,
Mhm.
which is
Yeah, Orchard.
they're,
That's
they're
yeah.
not
A little bit
super
pricier,
cheap,
yeah.
but they last for years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're really
Albeit
making an
that you don't
investment
lose
with
or
that.
gain a lot of weight, you can get those corsets out for, I'd say, 8-10 plus years.
Wow, that's incredible.
And I
So-
know what's her name, Diana Hall got a corset from them on sale for like $30.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
Mhm.
cheap for a corset and a costume that you can interchange between either like under outfits or over outfits. And so I've gone to Goodwill, I've gone to those shops that I've kind of talked about. I think you all know what I'm saying. Thrift stores. I mean, one of my aesthetics is a plastic bag. Like literally, I've seen people make an outfit out of just plastic bags.
Mm.
Like you can really take something like that and make it into your own. There was another place that I wanted to list, but I cannot remember. I think my main one were like I would go to Goodwill. Even a nice scarf. Like I have like a really pretty like red with a bead that you can like throw over your shoulder and really just make a look pop, and you don't
Mhm.
even need to be that like crazy with it, especially if you have more of an online presence with your drag. You can really kind of like just have hair up in drag versus like your whole
Honestly,
thing.
yeah.
I know.
That's one of the perks of streaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless you're
like, I'm
doing-
not even
Waist up.
wearing pants and you don't even know.
Yeah, I'm just like sitting here in
Okay.
my underwear. No, not really, but Joann's is also a great place to get fabric or to get things like that. I even think I've gotten like dresses and stuff at Target on clearance. I mean, check the clearance sections for a lot of places.
Honestly, yeah.
You can
Mhm.
really make something like you can either take the material from that. Yeah, like I said, Walmart, Target,
Thrift
Joann,
shops, Goodwill.
thrift shops, Goodwill. Like even you can check on Craigslist for free stuff. I mean, that might be a little sketch, but like
Oh, very
sometimes
sketch. But
but like there's sometimes free stuff out. Like I know I live in like the Portland area and we're all about like free boxes and stuff. Like just out on the side of the road, you just go and
Oh.
like rummage through it. I mean, another one person's trash is another drag queen's treasure.
Honestly.
yeah.
Also-
Come on,
Nordstrom
Mr.
Rack
Krabs.
is really good to get
Oh,
jewelry
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
tops and stuff too.
Um,
I think it was just last night that Evil Queen was showing us their like jewelry. I think they got it from Goodwill. I'm not entirely sure if
I
it's Goodwill.
think
but
it was Nordstrom Rack.
yeah, but they got like this beautiful
Like
like
it's giant pearls like this.
it's, yeah.
Also, making a lot of your stuff is also a huge money saver. Like
hmm
taking the time to learn a new craft, it's gonna look rough at first, but if you keep doing it, develop it, then you're gonna save a lot of money. Like literally last year I went to TwitchCon, right? The panel that I was late at. I'm on time this time though.
Welcome to the stage.
It was like literally that entire outfit was just the armor was cardboard, and the little fabric thing was a dining tablecloth, and then I just lined it with some ribbon. Like you can make things look like so expensive if you just know how to apply it. Marisol, did you have anything to add?
No, Goodwill is one of the with like if I'm looking for a specific it's so funny because I went to Goodwill looking for a Nancy cosplay and I found it. So like it's like I went really specific. I'm like I need this sort of sweater for this one cosplay for Dead by Daylight and I found it. Found it within like 5 minutes. I would say yeah, definitely go to your local places. Like the easiest thing that I did personally was befriend a drag queen. Literally the majority of the starting drag that I got was because someone either quit drag, it didn't fit her anymore. Like get a drag mom, they'll give you everything. Like that's essentially how I built like my drag wardrobe. If you have like friends who are you don't even have to learn how to sew yourself. Like I had a friend who was starting to learn how to sew. It's like, hey, if you give me fabric, I will try to make something for you. And some of my earlier drag pieces were just that. Was like my friend wanted to learn how to sew. I had enough money to buy $15 worth of fabric. Here you go. Here's a yard or two. Make me a leotard.
Honestly. Also,
Yeah.
rhinestoning.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make
That can
the
turn a
dress
look.
Embezzling
look
makes
so
everything
good.
so expensive.
Yes. Any bit of sparkle, honestly.
Yes. hmm
All right.
Or like hardware, like spikes and
Yes.
rings and
With
stuff.
studs.
Shiny.
Mhm.
And
Anything
shiny's the
shiny,
keyword.
anything that
Anything
costs
shiny,
the life.
anything pointy, anything that can cause injury.
You can
Yeah.
get 1,000
If-
of rhinestone on Amazon for like $20.
Exactly.
If you can injure somebody, it's drag. No, just kidding.
I mean, beauty is pain.
That's true.
Honestly.
Have you seen the
Oh
heels?
god, it is.
Okay, I feel like
Breastplates?
this
I'm
is a
in so
great-
much pain.
Okay.
Not
I
I'm
feel-
in so much pain. That's a mood.
Okay, I feel like we've talked a lot about like wigs and costumes, but I feel like the most important part about like our type of drag is the makeup, and makeup can get a lot. Like makeup can stack up, and everything can add up. So where do we find like your cheap options without adding any like chemicals or dangerous chemicals to your skin?
Oh,
Didn't we like want to run through a whole phase with?
We'll do that later.
Oh, okay. Well, drugstore is a great option. I think that drugstore makeups
Mhm.
comes with a stigma, but honestly, I think everyone can attest that there are like some great drugstore shit out
There
there.
is
Yeah.
some great ones.
Mhm. I mean,
100%.
my try and true is the NYX tattoo. I think not tattoo ink. The Epic
Oh,
ink. I think yeah, Epic ink liner. I got these on sale for Ulta. It was $6, and I stock up like 5 of them, and
I got
these
the
last
vinyl.
for at least like half a year.
Yeah, also look at sales, because
Yes.
there's a lot of makeup sales, and if it applies, you can look at coupons, because that will
Mhm.
literally save your wallet. Like,
honey,
oh my
honey
god.
is a Chrome thing that you can sometimes get deals. I got a deal on Sugar Pill. Like I needed one white little like what I don't know what those are called, like one of these little things for $10. And I think I got like
Can.
$2 off because of honey. So I only paid like I just needed one. So and I'm a budget queen. So I paid $5 for shipping for one of these.
Yeah.
But honey saved me $2, and that can get you a liner.
Honestly,
That can get you a liner if you say. I mean, it's $2, but that's your liner that you may have just ran out of.
Mhm. I mean, since we're on like online, like as much as we love getting like, we do get some sort of tips or anything like that. Most of the times it doesn't happen. So like that's
Mhm.
why getting those $2 is like a blessing, because now you can use that again
Restock.
into the cycle.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But also like to go back on the drugstore one, I haven't switched from my makeup, and it's the Maybelline Superstay, when I went to my drugstore, I saw that it was like buy two get, I think it was buy two get all 50% off or something. And then you get one for free or something.
I
can't
think
remember.
CVS does that a lot. They have a lot of
Yes.
sale on the drugstore makeup. They just have like aisles of sale labels, and you
And
just
they
like,
happen so often too. And like
every day.
whenever that happens, I would bulk up as much as I can to up to the point to where I get close enough to where they're gonna expire. So that way I use up as much as I can, then I'll restock again.
What do you guys think about expire makeup? Like, I still use some of my products, like my my Anastasia. This is not related.
Don't
but
talk to me
my
about expired
Anastasia
makeup.
Dip
Don't get me
Brown is
started.
5 years old or 4.
I think we can't suggest using
It's-
expired
it's
makeup.
suggested.
No. It's suggestive to not. It has
Yeah.
a label saying that this is what we suggest, that you don't go like further with it. However, you can go further with it. We don't recommend it, and we don't
Yeah.
Doesn't Dear
don't
Heart,
advise
like,
it.
doesn't
Very
Dear
much the
have,
same
like,
way as
lipsticks
Lash.
from like 1990 something.
Dear's a
I-
collector.
Until
Dear collector items
recently,
only.
I had makeup that was from when I had started drag, and I started drag in like 2016 in February.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that's not too bad.
that was 4-year-old makeup that I was like, I'm like, this is from when I first put on makeup. You can see that I had not washed my brushes for that whole 4 years, and there's like some black, some purple. This was red, but now it's green from.
Oh
Not
my
really.
god.
No, that's not real. That's not real. But
No.
yeah,
Jesus.
that's not actually, that didn't
Sorry.
happen. But I never washed my brushes, so my moms will call me out for that. But
Wash your brushes.
Wash your brushes, please.
Please,
rubbing alcohol.
Dawn dish soap, dollar store.
Yeah.
Bar of soap works too. I've done that. Rubbing alcohol is really good.
Oh my god, speaking of, can I just talk about this? I think someone pointed out in my Christmas video that I have a bunch of, what's the green soap called? Wish or something? What are they called?
Irish bar
Irish
soap.
Spring. So
Yes,
I
Irish
saw a
Spring.
trick. I think it's either YouTube or Amazon.
Yes,
but-
I've seen this.
Yeah, so you wet the soap and then you just lather it on your sponges
sponge?
and your brushes, and it works like magic. It washes away all your sins.
Right.
Yeah, all your
Or
sins.
And
I
they
think-
are so
Code of
cheap.
prayer.
Yeah, they are. You could get a pack of like 12 or 16 for like $5 or something. And basically the trick was, in particular for the sponges, because they're really hard to clean, You take warm water and or hot water if you can hold handle that. Have that over the curved part of the bar soap, and just take the beauty blender and just like swish it back and forth while the running water is going off. And I've actually done that recently today. And it happens so fast and it's quick and it's like obviously it's very cheap. So that's a good way to like sanitize.
So good.
Since we're on the
sanitize your brush.
topic of like cleaning too, do not use makeup wipes. Like they're so bad for your skin. Either go for olive oil, any type of cleanser that you can find.
Oil's great.
Yeah.
Are you
cooking
in particular talking?
Amanda.
About,
Amanda,
I'll be right back.
I mean,
we're switched.
well,
I mean,
okay, Amanda, if
my
you're still
bad.
here,
My bad.
turn it
There we
on
go.
and then just put your BRB screen on.
There you
Oh,
go.
good idea. Good idea.
There. Okay. I was gonna say sorry, I'm just looking at Amanda's. Okay, I saw it. It switched. Okay,
Sorry.
great.
My
Right
legs are
back.
sliding back.
Shit, now I forgot. But either way, like using that trick in order to clean your brush or your sponges is really good to do. Either way, get fast.
may I talk about products real quick
Yes.
that I use? So I used to use a lot of drugstore makeup. Some of them are not drag quality makeup because drag you're putting layers and layers on. So I know that Elf is really good and NYX, but sometimes if you check like Amazon, there's a really great product I think called Beauty. Hold on one second.
Beauty glazed.
Beauty Glaze that I got. This palette was $15. It's incredible. It comes with all different kinds of shades. This was literally on Amazon for $15. This you really
Ooh.
can't beat for like drugstore price. It's a lot of options. Very great. Lots of
It's
glitter,
portable.
which you need. Portable. I mean, look at this, and it's
Honestly.
like done.
Oh,
Beautiful
my
Beauty
God.
Glaze.
That's
Yeah,
actually
it's
not-
great.
That is
That's
travel
good.
size. That
Budget
is for the
queen.
gigs.
Amazon
So,
products are hit and miss for me.
This one is great. So if anyone's looking for like a cheap way to start drag, but wanted a lot of options, because with drag you want to rotate your colors sometimes. You don't have to, of course, it's not required to do drag. But if you want to, this is a great product and it stays really good. I've had this since June and it still looks pretty great for how much I use it. I also check the sales from Kat Von D. Morphe. Morphe's a great option to have really good palettes for the value you're getting, because if you're getting 5 different palettes from a drugstore and you're spending $35, you can pretty much get this palette that has these really great pans. I also recommend that if you can invest $60, the Sugar Pill, sorry, I didn't mean to butt my mic. The Sugar Pill also has those huge pans, and there you can select what colors you want. So you can get 6 options for $60 and you get free shipping. And that is a great way to invest drags into your drag. So you get like a white, get a black color, and then pick 4 different colors. And that's a great way to have different colors and having a good amount. It is such a good value for that. I also recommend the starting for me for drag when people ask me what to get started on or makeup. The NYX white liners, these are incredible. I use them for every look, and it really makes your look pop, especially if you have some white. You can really bring out your eyes, bring out your lips, bring out even your cheeks. I mean, you can see in Amanda's face right here, you have the lips and everything. It looks stunning. So those are some of the places that I recommend. Check sales. Beauty Bay is amazing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Check those places out for sales. You don't always have to go drugstore for that.
As much as I want to keep talking about this, we do have to move on to our next question, so we have time for questions. So we're talking about drugstore makeup, right? So
Yes.
I think we should play a little game where we try to make an entire face out of drugstore makeup.
This is my favorite part.
So let's go. All right, so we're gonna start off with primer. Since there's different skin types, I feel like we should just suggest different ones. So we're gonna start off with Marisol.
So funny enough,
Don't tell me you
I
don't prime.
I used to not prime. I do now. When I used to not prime, if you like, I don't know, can't like, don't want to, make sure that you are cleansing your face heavily before, and you are using a lot of moisturizer, because sometimes some primers are literally just overpriced moisturizers. I currently use for primer the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I believe it's either with e.l.f. it's either $3 or $6. I believe this is on the $6 side. It's a nice consistency. It does have a lot of you can build it up as you go along, and it is very tacky if you want things to like mostly like stick to your face. So that's what I use. If not, moisturize. Any moisturizer works. Just make sure you do that. You let your skin breathe, and then go for it.
I believe that that e.l.f. thing is a dupe for the Bobbi Brown mineral base, which is like $60 something.
Yeah, no, it's a really good one.
It's so good, yeah.
Yeah, and I also use the hydrating primer mist from e.l.f. It's so
Ooh.
good, and I'm a crazy person, and I like to layer my primers.
Oh my gosh.
Because I have really oily skin, so I feel like I need to. So yeah, I use the putty primer from e.l.f. and this on top of my moisturizer, and it's like so good.
Like we all get our makeups ready. move over here. Hey.
Okay.
I definitely do not have my makeup nearby, unfortunately, but I can try
I
to go off
moved my
memory.
makeup cart.
Mine is like right next to me. Okay, so we have primer. What about foundation? Let's start off with dry skin. Does anyone have dry skin?
I'm an oily queen.
Oh, same.
I'm a
I-
combination.
I have dry skin, I suppose.
Okay.
I really no.
Oh,
100%
Can
sure.
I sneak in something real quick when Marisol talk about moisturizer? I
Yeah.
think a lot of us have heard of the Nivea Post Balm Shave. It
Ooh,
is
yes.
Ooh.
moisturizing. It's like less than $10, and I use this before every makeup, and it just makes your face super moisturized.
Not
Oh.
sponsored, by the way.
Not
Not
sponsor.
This-
This
But
you
the
could be-
label.
sponsored.
I could
Well,
be. Sponsor me, Nivea.
It's already too late. We already said
Okay.
the names of
Since-
products and stuff.
Since a lot of us are like oily combination, and Kiyoshi, you said you wanted to give a recommendation for dry skin. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, for primer, I know we're talking about foundation, but it's for primer I do use the Wet n Wild matte primer, and that has like lasted me for a while, and I believe they are pretty good on affordable as well. And foundation, I still use the full coverage Maybelline Superstay. Like it's still pretty good. I'm using that right now, and it doesn't. I'm not sure what. I don't think I've ever had an issue with foundation, and I'm not sure how it would feel. But I can comfortably like stream with this on for sure 4 hours, with this foundation.
I have oily skin, so I do the Maybelline Fit Me, which is just as great. I think you use this too a lot, Marisol, right?
I actually, so when COVID happened and I couldn't afford my regular foundation, I did switch to the Maybelline one. Oh wait, this is not the Maybelline
We all
one.
love Maybelline.
I
I
threw-
use the Maybelline too.
The Maybelline one works so well. If you do have a little bit more, if you want more bang for your buck, however, I do recommend at Ulta the Derma Blend Leg and Body. You can use this on your face. You can look for leg in your body. It's skin. But this one is actually like about $30, and it has 3.4 fluid ounces compared to Maybelline being like $8 and having only about like 1 fluid ounce. So you get like almost double or triple what you normally would, and this is a very full coverage, like medium to full coverage buildable foundation. This is
I
what I
heard the
currently
Morphe is like good for like oily skin because it's super drying,
Oh.
right? But if you have oily skin, I do have a recommendation. The Revolution Fast Base Foundation Stick. These are so oily. It works for me for some reason because I powder really heavily, but these are so slick and oily, but they give you really, really good full coverage. And these are like $10 a stick.
Okay, so
They're so good.
we thank you. We have about let's see. So we did foundation. What about contour? Do we do powder? Do we do foundation? Do we do contour sticks? What do we do? What do we use?
I use a liquid foundation, and I use Wet n Wild. This is like the best full coverage that you can get for the price. But I use liquid for mine.
Okay, cute. I
Contour, I use stick.
use stick. Okay, cute.
Yeah.
I do a combination of a stick and a powder.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just powder the shit out of it. It's okay. I don't think we're on the front page. Also, I think I use. It's a little bit pricier, but I use the Juvia's. The Juvia's stick foundation. It's super. It's really hard to get a color that matches my skin tone because it's like COVID and you can't really swatch things. But but yeah, I love this one. It's so like just a little bit goes a long way.
I'm using my imagination.
I'm
imagining
alive.
what you're
It looks
using.
amazing.
Also, eyeshadow. If you have brown eyeshadow, that makes fantastic contour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
was
just
just
use
about to
colored eyeshadow for my contour, so I think I saved some money there.
Yeah, there you
Yes,
go.
no,
My
it's
palette.
amazing.
Okay.
Eyeshadow or contour powder. NYX have the 6-pan that's kind of like the KVD dupe.
Mhm.
Those are so good, and it's like $10.
Mhm. So what about concealer? Do we both highlight and conceal?
Yes.
Because that's
I
what
do.
Oh.
Doesn't show up, but I do.
Yeah, because I use the e.l.f. Camo, the 16-hour wear one, and it's
Same.
It's honestly, I will push e.l.f. products like crack.
Oh no, not that.
So good.
We don't advise it.
Don't do crack, kids.
Don't do drugs, period.
Warm coat.
I absolutely love e.l.f. products. Like, period.
I do need to give them a try. With me sticking with because again, Maybelline could just immediately worked, and I haven't decided to switch off or try other products.
Mhm.
But I'm willing to give it a go. Also, I'm realizing I don't actually use concealer for the most part for highlight. I still use foundation. I do want to use concealer because it does help get rid of like under eye bangs. But because this is like set so early and we stream pretty much right away, it's not going to show up as much right now. But over time, I think concealer does help, and I'll be looking at e.l.f. for that.
I feel like for us, like drag queens, concealer and foundation are kind of interchangeable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like you can
For the
use
mo-
either
you can
one for base, highlight, contour. Like I
layer
use
it.
my whole base is just foundation in different shades.
That's what I use.
Yeah, and
As for, go ahead, Amanda. Sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead. I'm finished.
Oh, I was saying, as for like covering the eyes, if you're worried about that, I mean, if you look, you can't even see if I have bags under my eyes, which I do because I got 3 hours of sleep. But I use like eyeshadow on here. I do like a little bit of a darker shade of foundation, like kind of to cover my eyebrows and to do that, and then to use here. But I use like the lighter foundation to help highlight, kind of have more of a natural highlight without using like highlighting powder.
Yeah. Conceal, don't feel.
Conceal, don't
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another alternative, really quickly, is apart from the e.l.f., Ulta does sell the LA Girl. This is their their corrector. However, you
Yeah.
can find your shade in it, and it is one of the nicest blends I have ever gotten. They're only like $2.
They're $2.69 and they're the best concealer ever to
Honestly.
color correct. I
Ooh.
love those things.
Yeah.
I have something else, but it slipped my mind. Oh, Trixie's wear by those Age Rewind. I think they're by Maybelline, right? The stick with like the sponge at
Yeah,
the
that's a Maybelline.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Trixie's wear by those. I don't personally use. I've used them for boy phase, but try it out. They're cheap.
All right. So what about powder? Like setting powder, highlight powder, baking
Oh.
powder.
We all know which one we all use, no matter
Come on, Cody.
I'm curious.
Come on.
the Coty
Miss
Air Spun
Cody.
powder
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
In-
yes.
in natural
I'm not-
translucent.
Cody gang.
I actually
I'm-
use full coverage translucent. Actually, full.
Never mind.
But I mean, I think it's still the
haven't.
same
I
price,
use
right? Isn't it?
e.l.f.,
They are, they are.
honestly. I use
They also do
e.l.f.
come in different shades.
Yes.
I have that, but I'm not in love with it. Instead, I kind of invested into the Ben 9 Cameo
Oh,
Luxury.
Yes.
This is $20, so it is kind of expensive, but I've had this since I think like July.
Oh.
So I mean, to have this for $20 and it to last this long, I use it to cover my eyebrows. I use it to set my face. I think this is one of the best powders to actually cover brows with, and that's kind of
Yeah,
what people
this-
struggle with the most. That's
I
my
got a
recommendation.
giant jug of the midnight translucent. It's
Yes.
20 bucks.
Yeah.
So definitely
didn't
get
think
this
about
one if you want like giant. If you're gonna do drag a lot and you powder a lot like I do, definitely the Ben Nye neutral set colorless powder. I got this for 20 bucks on Amazon. Like it's so good.
Mhm.
I think when you're starting to practice out doing drag, I think it's important to like for sure grab the affordable products first and test it out so that way you know how much
Mhm.
powder you need to use. Because just like as Emperor said, like they have a $20 like powder that they use. But Emperor has done like drag for like years and they know how much powder they need. And that's why they can like use that powder longer. And I think that's like important just because it is more expensive. There's a reason behind that. And you
I used to never use setting powder. I would just you touch my face.
Just
it would,
wet face.
Not the streaking
Literally,
powder.
I was a budget queen. I literally didn't use. I'm like, don't touch my face, or you'd see me like my lipstick would be smeared, my eyes would be over the. I'm like, don't hug me, it will come off.
Powder is very important,
I know
and
this.
we spend a lot of money on powder. But again, there's so
Set your
many cheap
face.
options
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
yeah.
Like
It's just
Oh, does baby powder work? I wonder.
yes, it does.
I-
actually.
Yeah, it does.
I think
I
I
did it.
have
I
used
wore
it
it for
before.
TwitchCon last year. It was so good.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just chemistry. Like you put a powder on a liquid, and it concretes it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
about eyeshadow? Do we have any recommendations other than the one that Emperor
Ooh.
just recommended?
I recommend honestly BH Cosmetic products. This is the palette. It was fortunately gifted to me, but I know BH Cosmetics is very inexpensive. I literally just my eyes literally like grab a color, smear it on, and then just put a black liner on. Find what
Honestly,
works for you.
whatever
Morphe's
you
also
want.
very good
Mm-hmm.
I
on their
love-
palettes, as someone
Morphe's
mentioned.
great.
I
The James
love-
Charles palette is what I swear by because it has all the neutral, it has some colors, and it
Not
has a
Dr.
good white and a
Charles.
good black. Their black is so black, it's so amazing.
See, I tried that before, but there was a lot of fallout. That's my only.
They do
issue.
have some fallout, but I do my eye first, so
Mhm.
fallout doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Beauty Bay. Beauty Bay has a lot of great products. And literally,
Mhm.
they have like a 42 color palette that's like $20 usually. I bought one
Mhm.
when it was on sale, and it was like $10.
Yeah, and there's like no fallout, right? And
Yeah.
it's like it's like,
Little to
highly
no.
pigmented.
Yeah. And
I recently discovered Juvia's plays. So I mean, I've heard so much about them, but I just recently got some palettes. They are so amazing. Their pan is huge and they're so cheap.
yeah.
Color Revolution also has different palettes that that have like a big pan and are also like anywhere from like 15 to like max 20.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We only have a couple minutes left, so we're gonna go through this really quickly. Brows.
I
Powder.
use
Eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Eyeshadow.
Any eyeshadow.
And brown shadow.
I use eyeliner.
I
Lick
don't
the
wanna-
brush. Lick the brush, and then
I have not done that yet, but I'm
What
do it.
brow?
to do it.
Like if you want like a pencil brow.
Don't wear brows.
Liner. Yeah, no brows. Just do a bang.
Or, yeah, also do that.
Sometimes I'm like, no brows.
Okay, what about liner?
Wet and Wild.
Mix.
Yes.
Wild,
NYX.
Wet n Wild Mega Liner is the one I used to use. Actually, it's right here.
I can't speak
Wonderful.
on this because I'm wearing a mustache.
Essence have a $2 eyeshadow
Oh,
or
yes.
eyeliner
Yes.
that's really good.
Yeah, NYX, Elf,
Essence.
all that Essence. Yeah.
Essence
n
have
Wild.
good contour and a brush or blush powder, pressed powder as
Mhm.
well.
What about highlights?
Wet n Wild.
When Wild,
Mm-hmm.
Elf.
The thing-
Probably. I haven't used their highlights. yet,
Morphe.
but Morphe, yes.
Morphe's good.
Like a shimmer
Morphe is
shadow?
good. Color Pop highlight is good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pop is
ColourPop
also
is a
good.
brand
Yeah.
for everything you need, honestly.
That sounds like a brief to me for a second. I was like,
I use Morphe or You Can Be. This is a beautiful highlighter that we got off of, I think, Amazon for like $8, maybe
Yeah.
10. Different
Mhm.
colors, stunning, but Morphe's a really great one.
Okay, what about blush?
Morphe, eyeshadow.
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 I use this Lime Crime thing. It's
Also-
like Also consider
Oh.
investing like in a face palette.
Mhm.
This has absolutely like everything, like highlight, blush,
Yeah.
shimmer blush, matte blush, and like bronzers as well. Like this was like I think like 15-20 bucks.
I would
Yeah,
also,
we forget to mention that like a lot of phase palette have contour, highlight, blush, like everything you need in
Mhm.
between for your complexion.
I would also
think Sugar
recommend
Pill.
lipsticks for blush. Like just put some on your finger and just dab it on your face. That's what I've been
Mhm,
doing.
that works too.
Mhm.
I haven't done that yet, but I wanted to.
Honestly, like I feel like a lot of the cream shadows are just lipstick.
They probably are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what about lips?
Kat Von D, Sugar Pill.
Not Kat Von
Sugar
D.
Pill.
Rimmel London.
I think it's KVD now.
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
KVD.
It's KVD.
Kat Von D's so expensive.
NYX have really good lipstick.
NYX, yes, I love NYX. What
Color
is-
Pop?
What is that?
Color
Marissa?
Pop.
Color Pop.
I said
Yeah.
Color Pop in my hand. Oh hey.
Is that a brand?
Sponsor me.
I love a nice gloss.
Melt.
Oh yeah, Melt.
Oh, yeah,
Melt.
Melt.
Is so good.
Melt lipstick is my favorite.
They have a
I
lot
have
of good
so many.
nudes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good
Alright.
nudes. We
What
love
about
good nudes.
bronzer?
I don't use bronzer.
Never heard of her.
Bronzer, that's the kimchi one.
Eyeshadow.
Eyeshadow.
I need-
yeah.
That one palette.
Eyeshadow.
Everything in
Fake
one palette.
Yeah.
And
Pretty much.
lastly,
Please.
setting spray.
What?
no. Or Wet n Wild, I think. I think Wet n Wild's the one I use.
Mhm.
NYX have a really good matte setting spray, I think.
I use
might be
the
MAC.
e.l.f.
MAC.
Microfine hydrating mist or setting spray. It's like
I
this
wanna try
green
that
bottle and
one.
it has a marble. The only issue I have with it is that the little spritzer, it gets stuck really quickly, so I have to swap it to a better bottle. Like that's the only thing, but it's so good. I wore it for literally 9 hours at one time. My makeup did not move, bitch,
Love
Ooh.
that.
Okay.
at
Wow.
all. And
Oh,
I'm as fuck.
Got to be hairspray.
Yeah.
A lot of
Not
people
that.
use
We don't
hairspray.
recommend.
No.
No, don't use hairspray.
Don't do
do
that.
You can,
That
but
was
don't
funny
do
Okay.
it.
that-
We don't
can.
recommend, but you could.
You can.
That's
Can-
exactly
you
what the Huda
can.
Beauty one is.
I may have done it, but
I
don't
have
do
We
it
may
it.
a
have-
1,000 times.
In-
It glues your face.
That's literally
does.
glowing.
Spray yourself. Don't breathe for 5 minutes. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Do
Don't
we have time
recommend,
for a few
however.
questions, Joy?
We do, but we're running out of time, so let's just go on to our outros.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna start with Miss Amanda Express.
All right, everyone. You can find me anywhere on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram on Amanda Express. E without the first E. I really love this. Really enjoy talking about this with you guys. Thank you so much.
Yes. I wish that I booked this for like 90 minutes instead. Okay. Next up we have Kiyoshi.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here for day 2 of Stream Queens Con. My name is Kiyoshi Yorha. You can find me here on twitch.tv/Kiyoshi Yorha and all social medias. KIYOSHIYORHA. There's no space in between there, but yeah.
All right.
Thanks
We
for having me.
have in prayer.
Hi. This is Hadley. He didn't say hi, so I woke him up. Good morning, bud. I'm in prayer. I'm an AFAB drag queen. Thank you for having me on this panel. You can find me at twitch.tv/inprayer. And you can also see Hadley on there. He does mod duty every day, 24/7. So you can catch us there.
All right. Thank you, Marisol.
Hi, my name is Marisol Lords. I am a slut. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my
You can find me
Same.
on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, Venmo, and Cash App at Marisol Lords. You can also find me on my Twitch channel, Marisol Lords, and you can find me on my website, marisollords.com.
And I am Joystick, Twitch's resident drag monarch and both the king and the queen. You can find me at Twitch at joy_steek, TikTok and Twitter at joysteek, and Instagram at the joysteek. Thank y'all so much for doing this panel, y'all.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for having
Thank
us.
you.
Thanks
you
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
This was
I'm sorry
great.
we didn't get to your questions, but we just love to talk about makeup. We're just makeup
We're
nerds.
taking question in the back door.
Yes.
You can come ask questions on our Twitch channel if you ever want makeup advice.
Mhm.
Yes.
Just tweet
Hadley's
us.
has a lot of information for you all if you need any like cat makeup.
Mhm.
Oh yes, and we do have dynamic follow buttons. So if you're on PC, go ahead and click that green heart, and you can.
It's
follow
somewhere.
all of
I think
I
us.
it's
follow
over-
all of you.
I think I'm
Yeah.
pointing at it.
Make sure to
Right here.
follow us gorgeous queens.
Yes. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest.
Thank
of
you,
Spring Queens
everyone.
Con.
Skin tea.
Mwah.
Happy day.